You encode an airline name when you know the airline name and need to know the airline code. Encoding converts an airline name to its assigned code, which you use to request availability and fare quote. To encode an airline name, type S, followed by an asterisk, airline indicator, slash, airline name, and press enter. The Apollo response contains the airline code, IATA number, and a prompt to see more information. For example, how the airline participates in Apollo, special instructions on payment and ticketing if they apply, etc. We will learn more about how airlines participate in Apollo when we talk about availability display and selling flights. Now let's try encoding Northwest Airlines together. Let's clear the screen, Ctrl W, type S, asterisk, air, slash, Northwest Airlines, and hit enter. The Apollo response indicates the code for Northwest Airlines is NW. Suppose your customer wants to fly on US Airways, but you are unsure of the airline code to use in your availability format. Try encoding the airline name on your own. Enter the Apollo format to display the code for US Airways. The Apollo response indicates the code for US Airways is US. To decode an airline code, type S, followed by an asterisk, airline indicator, slash, airline code, and press enter. The Apollo response contains the airline name, its carrier ticketing number, and an index of additional information. There is also a move down indicator at the bottom of the screen. When you see this indicator, type MD and press enter to view more information. Now let's try decoding the airline code AF together. Type S, asterisk, air, slash, AF, and press enter. The Apollo response indicates the airline name for AF is Air France. Suppose you see the SU code for an airline in flight availability and you want to know the airline name. Enter the Apollo format to display the name of the airline code SU. The Apollo response indicates the airline name for SU is Aeroflot Russian Airlines. You learned about the list of similar titles for cities, but how about airlines? If you misspell the airline name in an Encode format or Apollo does not recognize the name, a list appears for you to select the airline you wish. When several airlines exist with similar names or you misspell the airline name, Apollo responds with a list of airlines that match what you typed. You can then select the airline you're trying to encode from the list. In this example, 4 airlines include the name United. SL asterisk is a prompt that you can tap to and enter the number of the airline that you want to encode. When you type and enter a number after SL asterisk, Apollo encodes the airline name you selected. Let's practice. Suppose your customer wants to fly Austrian Airlines from New York to Vienna, Austria, and you need to know the Apollo code. Enter the Apollo format to encode Austrian Airlines. The code for Austrian Airlines is OS.